we do have grave concern about the misinformation and misrepresentation of the security crisis in Benue State. Your Excellencies, it is not herder farmers clashes, it's not communal clashes, it's not repressor attacks or skirmishes. It is this misinformation that has led to suggestions such as remain tolerant, negotiate for peace, learn to live with your neighbors. What we are dealing with here in Benue is a calculated, well-planned, full-scale genocidal invasion and land-grabbing campaign by herder terrorists and bandits, which has been on for decades and is worsening every year. Wrong diagnosis will always lead to wrong treatment. So we are dealing with something far more sinister than we think about. It's not learning to live with your neighbors, it is dealing with a war. The second apprehension, Your Excellency, we have is the politicization of the crisis. Politicians in the states are busy politicizing the crisis, passing blames instead of joining hands to address the crisis. We hear there are some politicians who would even prefer that the crisis should worsen so that it will be a basis for declaration of a state of emergency in Benue State. Your Excellency, this is unfortunate, and any politicians that prays for more people to die for such a project is against the wishes of the people of Benue State. Appeal. Your Excellency, Benue State has made a lot of sacrifices to keep this country united. Many of our people died during the Civil War. We paid the supreme price for this country to keep this country united. Why should we be treated like this? This, what you have come to condone us, is just one in a series of several massacres in this state. What has Benue State done to merit what we are going through? We appeal to you to end the genocide going on in Benue State and the insecurity in all parts of Nigeria. We know you are capable of doing it, sir.
Hello everyone, I'm sure you've watched that and you must say indeed he spoke some hard truth when it needed to be spoken in the face of the person that it needed to be spoken to. Because all of this misrepresentation of the fact of the crisis is also leading to the reason why there's no political will for the crisis, to be tackled. It's always reduced to some community clash, farmers, herdsmen. I was at an interview yesterday, and that was the same thing I said to them. And I said, look, the journalist was like trying to tell me that, this farmer herdsman thing. I said, no, it's not a farmer's herdsman thing. It's not some communal clashes. This is genocide, happening. This is massacre happening. And there have been a lot of reports that land grabbing is taking place, where people are driven away from their ancestral homes, and then these places are taken over. Moreover, also, one of the things that Nigeria don't seem to understand is that this attack has been going on largely around, the food baskets of Nigeria, the places that actually produce food for Nigeria. So that if you really want to deal with Nigeria, bring Nigeria to its needs and break it, you break these places that are producing food. You're talking of Benue, Nasarawa, Plateau, Zamfara, Sokoto, Borno. You're talking about places like Edo. In Edo, you're talking about Edo North. And I will mention him. I said, these are the food baskets of the nation, and these are the places that are most under, attack. And we've heard repeatedly this report that people are driven away and they come in. And then when Nigerians are sitting there in their little corners and wondering, oh, food items are very difficult to get. I mean, it's literally easier to buy like packet item than it is to buy agricultural produce. You understand? For example, I'm going to buy milk that has already been done, or some biscuits. They're literally way cheaper than me going to buy corn. Because this agricultural produce, most of the people who are doing them are either dead or in IDP camps. A lot of people have been driven away from their farms. Even the ones that stay and still farm, what they then do is that they fine them a lot. They pay a lot of taxes for this to happen. And so it needed to be told. So it's not about farmer headers. It's not about telling community leaders that they should go and live in peace, or telling political leaders that they should watch their utterances or whatever. People are being killed. People are being decimated. People are being massacred. And that's what is on ground. And that's what the focus should be on. The whole might of the state, should be deployed to ensure that these terrorists who dare to touch, Nigerians are taken out. Taken out as taken out can be. Not that they are just left on their own to continue to do all of these things, and all of these things that they are doing all over the place. It's crazy. It is. And I'm glad, and I think that this is the Tortiv that made this call, spoke out, and spoke for his people. This is what traditional leadership should look like. It is not about trying to do psychophancy, trying to make things clean, trying to smoothing out. No, your people are being killed. Then it's mandatory on you for you to come out and shout to the world that your people are being killed. For you to ask and demand that your people, you understand, they should be protected, because that's the primary responsibility of government. And so this is Tortiv, His Royal Highness James Oteze Lozwa Ayesi. And it's, for me, it's something that it's really great to see this happening, where you have people who are standing up and actually speaking truth to the people that truth need to be said to. Thank you so much for watching, everyone. Bye.